So hello everyone, welcome back to School Coaching Point. So in this video, I will give some explanation of relations and functions. So relations and functions from class 12. So before starting the topic, so let us recall the concept relation. So relation you have already learned in class 11. So relation, how can I define a relation? Suppose A is a non-empty set. Suppose A is 1, 2, 3 and B is suppose 1 and 2. So in this case A and B we consider two non-empty set. After that we can find out the Cartesian product. So what do you mean by Cartesian product? That means we have to write all the order pairs. We have to write all the order pairs of the elements of A and B. So Cartesian products. So what is the technique? How to write down the Cartesian product? First you take the one element from the first set. That means 1. Then one element from the second set, that means 1 comma 1. Then next will be what? 1 comma 2. Then next 2 comma 1. The next 2 comma 2. The next 3 comma 1. Then next 3 comma 2. So A cross B means it should be the set of all the order pairs. It should be the set of all the order pairs of the element of A and B. Now relation means what? Relations is nothing but the subset of A cross B. That means relation is also a set, and the elements of the relation, the elements of this set, we need to consider from the main set A cross B. So simply we can say that relation is nothing but the subset of A cross B. So relation is what? It should be a set, is a subset of A cross B. So relation is nothing but the subset of A cross B. Now question maybe arises. So here we are considering the two sets A and B. Now using only one set, suppose A is the only set. Suppose A is the only set. So instead of taking B, A and B, two sets, suppose we consider only one set A. Then question maybe arises, can we find out the Cartesian product? So that time what should be answer? Yes. So here also we can easily find out the Cartesian product A cross A. Yes. So in this case, after finding the A cross A, so what should be the relation? The relation should be the subset of A cross A. So in this case, we can consider the relation is what? The subset of A cross A. Clear? Now, after defining the relations, I will give some explanation. I will give some concept regarding how can you classify the relations. So basically, we can classify the relation in three types. First one is what? Reflexive. First one is the reflexive. Second one is the symmetric relation. Third one is the transitive relation. So first one is reflexive, second one is the symmetric, then third one is the transitive. Now I will give the explanation of one by one. First of all, the first relation is what? Reflexive. So how can you define a reflexive relation? For here, suppose A is the main set. We considering A is the main set. After that, we have to find out A cross A. So suppose A is 1 to 3. So what should be the A cross A? The Cartesian product of the sets A cross A. So I have already given the explanation. The first A cross A means what? The order pair of the elements of A. Since we consider A, the set A twice, so it should be what? All the order pairs, the elements of all the order pairs we need to consider from the set A only. Now A cross A, the first element from this set, it is 1. Second element we need to consider from this set 1. Then next will be what? 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, then 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, then 3 comma 1, 3 comma 2, 3 comma 3. So this is the set A cross A. Now let's move to the first category. First one is the reflexive. So how can you define a reflexive relation? So in reflexive relation, suppose we are considering one example, r equals to 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So I have already given the explanation. Relations is what? Is nothing but the subset of A cross A. Yes. So here R is the relation. So here we have seen that it is a subset of what? A cross A. Why it is a subset? Because all the elements of R is also the elements of A cross A. That's why it is known as the subset. Now, while we observing the elements, so we have seen that all the elements are appear in doublets form. Yes. So here it is 1, 1. 2, 2, 3, 3. So when in a relation all the elements, all the order pairs are appear in doublets form, we can say that it is a reflexive. But thing is that we have to check whether suppose in this example A contains 3 elements 1, 2, 3. Now for all these 3 elements the R contains all the doublets. Yes. If suppose one doublet is missing, suppose if one doublet is missing, that time also it should not be the reflexive relations. Reflexive, when it considered as a reflexive relation, that means all the elements must appear in a doublet form. So since here the elements are 1, 2, 3, so what should be the doublet? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 are the 3 doublets. Yes, all the elements are appear in doublets form. So we can say that it is a reflexive relations. Yes. Next, move to the symmetric relations. So how can you define a symmetric relation? Once again, take one example. R equals to suppose 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3. Now here also R is a subset of A cross A. Yes. Now while you observing the elements, so here we can see that the first order pair is 1, 2. So for this order pair 1, 2. So what is the reverse order pair? 2, 1. That means in this relations for the order pair 1, 2, the reverse order pair is also present. This is 2, 1. Similarly, for the order pair 3, 1, the reverse order pair is 1, 3. This is present here. So we can consider is a symmetric relation. So when a relation is said to be symmetric, each order pair must have its reverse order pair. Each order pair must have its reverse order pair. That time we can say that it is a symmetric relation. Suppose in this given example 1, 3 is missing. That time it should not be a symmetric relation, because for the order pair 1, 2, 2, 1 is present, but for the order pair 3, 1, 1, 3 is not present here. The reverse order pair for 3, 1 is not present. So we cannot consider it as a symmetric relation. But just now I have given the example 3, 1, 1, 3. So we consider it is a symmetric relation because all the order pair has its reverse order pair. So 1, 2 reverse is 2, 1. 3, 1, what is the reverse? 1, 3 is present. So this type of relation is known as symmetric relation. Then the last one is the transitive relation. Transitive relation. Transitive relation. So let us write down one example. How can you define a transitive relation? Suppose R equals to 1, 3, 3, 5, 1, 5. Now in this case, while you observing the element, so here we have seen that 1, 3, what is the related order pair? 3, 5. Yes, 1, 3 related order pair is 3, 5. So when we combine this, we get this order pair 1, 5. Yes, that means 1, 3. What is the related order pair? 3, 5. Then after considering this order pair, after considering these two order pair, we get this third order pair. And what is the condition? The first element of the third order pair should be from the first element from the first order pair, and second element of the third order pair should be second element from the second order pair. Yes, so how can you define a transitive? Means what? 1 comma 3, this is the order pair. What is the relative order pair? 3 comma 5. So when you combine this, 1 comma 5 is another order pair we will get. So what is the condition? The first element we need to consider from the first element of this first order pair, and the second element we need to consider from the second element from the second order pair. Clear? So that time we consider it is a transitive relation. For example, 1 comma 3, 3 comma 5, instead of 1 comma 5, suppose we are writing 6 comma 5. So that time we cannot consider it is a transitive relation. Why it is transitive? 1 comma 3 related order pair 3 comma 5 is given, but when we combine this we never get 6 comma 5. Yes, so it should not be a transitive relation. So one more example I would like to give you. 1 comma 3, suppose instead of 3 comma 5 I am writing 4 comma 5. So that time it should be a transitive relation. So why it is a transitive relation? Because 1 comma 3, is there any related pair? No, since the related pair is not present for 1 comma 3, so no need to check the third order pair. 4 comma 5, is there any related order pair for the order pair 4 comma 5? No, that means we no need to check the third order pair. That time also we consider this one as a transitive relationship. Yes, so in the next video I will discuss few more examples from the topic relations and functions. I will give few more examples so that so that your concept regarding symmetric, transitive and reflexive relation it will clear.